Good morning. Today we are going to make some protein blueberry pancakes with cottage cheese. We're going to start off with some cottage cheese. I use this brand. I use 1/3 of this container. So I already have that in here. And we're going to mush that up a little bit just to get a little bit of the curds to be a little smaller. You could whip this as well, but I'm not going to take the time to do all that. We're trying to just have breakfast. So we've got that in there. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of oat flour. So this is the flour I have. And we have 2 tablespoons. Grab this here real quick. Got a little measurement that already does the 2 tablespoons for me, and that's pretty helpful. So 2 tablespoons of oat flour. So we're done with that. Then we have, this is already my recipe, so I'm just reading my own stuff. Then we have 1/3 cup of egg whites, and I already have the calories on there as well, so I don't have to think about it. So I wrote it down. It's good to go, and you can just do this real quick. So 1/3 cup of egg whites. And we have 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm trying to show you how quickly you can make your breakfast and have it be good for you. So 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, done with that. Done with our eggs as well. So after our egg whites and baking powder, let's make it taste delicious. So let's add a little bit of vanilla, just a little splash. Ought to do it, just to deepen the flavor, because we're going to be adding protein powder in there as well. A little bit of cinnamon. The cinnamon ran off over there. And tiny bit of nutmeg. Not too much nutmeg, because that can overpower things a little bit and make them too holiday-like. If it's the holidays, then by all means, go for it. Then we're going to add some anise. This makes it a little sweeter without having to add any sugar. And a little bit of cardamom. Cardamom helps with stuff that is citrusy. So like if you're making something that's going to be orange or lemon flavor, that really brings out those flavors. So we've got that, and a little bit of salt. Always add a little salt just so that it brings out the sweetness. I like my regular salt and a little bit of my Mediterranean salt. Let's see, we've got all that. And we're gonna add our protein powder. For our protein powder, we're gonna use 2/3 of the serving from the container, because we already have some cottage cheese going on in there, so we don't need that much. Anything in excess will be stored. That includes protein. You want to stick to having higher protein meals, but you don't want to go in excess of anything. That's where the macros come in. You need to know what your fat, your protein, and your carbs are supposed to be. Not just go based off of calories, because if you're having an excess of one or the other, it's still going to be being put into storage because that's not being used. We're going to add just a little splash of lemon into our batter here. All the seeds trying to come out. That'll help with the rising as well because of that acid. So we're going to give it a mix, our pancake batter. And we're going to give it a little taste to make sure it's all good. That's tasting pretty good. So now we're going to put it on our pan over there to heat up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab some butter and we're gonna butter our pan just a little bit, just for our pancakes. And then we'll pour our pancakes in there. Let's see if I can put you here to see. And we'll have 3 pancakes. 1, 2, and 3. And you just let those rise there. You can also put a top on, which I think I will do so that they get heat distributed throughout them. See if my top will cover some of them. Put that up a little higher. And I'll make a little one for this guy just to trap the heat in there, get it going a little quicker, give them a little rise, and we'll get some pancakes going. In the meantime, we are going to make some jam for our blueberry pancakes. We're going to have blueberries that are going to be part of our, oh, you know what? I forgot to add the blueberries to the mix. So we can add them on top of the pancakes. Give me 1 second. So I forgot to add the blueberries. I knew those pancakes looked a little small, but we can just add them on top. But you just mix them into, you fold them into your pancake mix. It's a 1/4 cup and 2 tablespoons of blueberries. So while those get heated up, we're gonna make our little blueberry jam. And the way we do that is we're going to take 1 tablespoon. Let's see if I got this right. So we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of blueberries. How can you have blueberry pancakes without blueberries, right? And there we were making the batter without any blueberries. So we've got our blueberries. And I want you guys to come here for calmness so that you can cook in peace too. I know that some people go, and then you do this, and then you do that. And that's cool, but you know, sometimes let's just chill. Let's just cook. Let's be happy and content and enjoy the peace of just cooking with somebody, you know. So we have 2 tablespoons of blueberries, and we're gonna add the maple syrup, and we're gonna microwave it so that we get like a little bit of a jam. We're gonna extend our maple syrup by having 1 tablespoon of sugar-free syrup that has some calories in it. And then we're gonna take one that has no calories in it. This maple syrup from Walden Farms has 0 calories. And I'm sure there's some calories in it, but it'll be minimal. So we're just gonna extend the one that has calories with that. Maple syrup. So microwave this for a little bit. Once it's out of the microwave, we just mush the blueberries in there a little bit. So we smush the berries in there, and my pancakes are already done. So once you mush them into the syrup, I like to microwave them a little more, just because now we've released the sugars from the blueberries, right? So once we put that into the microwave, it's gonna turn them more into a jam. So we got the blue going on there, and we can put them back in the microwave. Now we have more of a jammy consistency. The more you microwave it, the thicker it will get, but I think this is good enough for me because I don't want to be burning my mouth when I taste this. And again, once you mush it, mush, mush, mush. It is so sweet and delicious. So we've got the blueberry jam going. We've got our pancakes. Usually the blueberries will be, you know, throughout the pancake, but I forgot to put them in there. So I'm gonna top them, put this on this, spread it out. So we'll take some onto our pancake here. And I'll do that for all three. So now we've topped them all three with that jam, and we're going to continue to add more yumminess to it. So I like to pile them up on top of each other, but I also like more syrup. So I'm going to take, because now I'm going to have that syrup flavor, not just the blueberry flavor. Now we're going to take 1.5 tablespoons of syrup. So it's going to be super syrupy. So we've got 1 tablespoon of the regular syrup. Oh yeah. And 1 tablespoon of the Walden Farms so that we can extend it. Because like I said, I like my pancakes soggy. You couldn't do this with regular syrup and regular pancakes and all that. Remember, if I lick the spoon, it means I love you. It's also a drinking game. And a half, right? So we've got another half of pancake syrup and another half of my extension. And we're gonna have some nice pancakes that I'm gonna pile up together. So let's see which one's the prettiest. I think that one can go on the bottom. And this one can go on top. And we'll have a nice stack of pancakes there that are already tasting so delicious. So to finish it, I'm gonna warm it up just because that Walden Farm, like literally 10-12 seconds. That Walden Farms is a refrigerated product, so it's a little warm, or I mean it's a little chill, but not much. So that way once it gets into my pancakes, they're nice and warm. Ooh, they smell good too. Ooh, it smells like a bakery. So now, just to make it all extra, I want to show you this. Look at that. We have some beautiful pancakes going on. And we're gonna add a little dollop of whipped cream. Let's see. Ooh, we get to add 2 tablespoons of whipped cream. And I like to put a little bit of this skinny syrup on top. And a little bit of cinnamon. And look at that. We've got a nice blueberry protein pancakes. So, I'm gonna make another video where I taste it because I'm gonna take a couple of photos for that. Anyways, I hope you enjoy. It's a simple recipe, quick to make, under 300 calories, protein rich, delish, and nutrish. Enjoy.